Today's sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Cardinals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Murray. He gets it complete to Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point up and through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Jewell. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
2nd and 6. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, Jewell trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jewell. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Second and 11 now. Off play action. Jewell rolling to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Off the play fake. Jewell. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw on 3rd down, Jewell. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Murray to air it out again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 2nd and goal, Murray being chased out left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jacob Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And here's Tyree Cleveland on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run. Robinson. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On third down, it's Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, Robinson. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. James Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. That catch good for only a couple. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing again, Murray. And he's got his target, Harris. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jewell, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Jewell. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jewell. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Looking to throw. Jewell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It's brought in by Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Murray now on first down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second down and 7. Back to throw. Jewell. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Lions.
Come on, now, let's go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll hand it off now. Williams. There he goes inside the 30. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Jewell. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Jewell. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jewell. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Dancing to his left. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Murray off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Cleveland to return from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jewell. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jewell. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw. Jewell. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw on 2nd down. Jewell. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jewell airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target. But all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. First down, Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points.